Hi, I'm Howard Flagg, and my wife and I have been talking about doing a little reminiscing and thinking about how long we've lived in this county. I was born in 1956. My parents moved here in 1955, so I could say I'm a true native. And I remember growing up in the south part of Hillsbourgh County down by the phosphate mines, down Fort Lonesome picnic area, and went to elementary school at Pinecrest Elementary. And so it's been amazing, the growth that we've seen, you know, some not so good, and others are a plus. I mean, this has been just an explosive county for the last 40, 50 years. You know, Lynn, I'm glad that I'm not commuting into work into Tampa anymore, or going, you know, back to Orlando where we had our business. But I just, it's unbelievable, the congestion and the transportation difficulties that we have in this county. And I know that it's a very complex issue because you have federal funds and you have state funds and you have county dollars that go at you know, fixes for transportation. But again, I think that's you know, that's level one of the things that need to be done for good county governance. And you know, in our conversations with Linda, I know that she has a handle on that and is working closely with people that have a better understanding and have a good vision for the kind of transportation that we need, rather than it just be the automobile. You know, we really have to throw a lot of solutions at this problem, and I think she's got, you know, the kind of capacity to do that.
You know, I was just taking that workshop this whole last week, and I was having to go into Tampa every morning, and I had to be there at 7:30. And you know where my biggest traffic was? Right out here, going from Oak Lane and getting on to Lithia Pinecrest.
Yeah.
I think it's all that fish hawk growth out there that has it all backed up. And that was I mean, I'm waiting there like 3 or 4 minutes, just sitting there as though it's a stoplight. And I want to make a right, and it's not a stoplight there for me. And I can just make a right anytime, but I just have to sit there. And that is where I find my biggest traffic, going all the way into Tampa.
And that's where we had in this county the cart before the horse. We, you know, do all the building, and then we think about, oh, okay, what we need to do is have roads that will get us from here to there. It should be the other way around.
You know, when I think of that, Howard, I think of the mall. And I can't tell you how many times that I want to go into the mall and it is so crowded and hard to get in. And then once you get in and get your parking place, you come out and you just want to get home because you've been on your feet all day, and it takes forever to get out. It's a circle. And no matter which way you go on that circle, it still takes forever to get out of there. And every time I'm thinking, who created this thing? Obviously, it was not a woman.
Yeah, it's amazing how government and private industry sometimes don't even communicate, and how little we have in terms of efficacy within government, simply because either there are different agendas, or, you know, people are just not communicating properly. But, you know, I think that's a great example. You know me, I hate to shop.
I think that our county government needs more transparency. And talking with Linda, she's very approachable. She is one that, being a female and a mom, I think we need more females in that area.
Well, I would agree. I think she is approachable. I've also watched her deal with, you know, fairly complex issues, and she's not a yes person for, you know, one particular group or another. I think she has her feelings. I think 10 or 11 years as city council member, and I definitely think she's earned the trust of the people of Tampa.
Yeah, she's proven herself.
Yeah, yeah. But if there was one thing that this county needs, it is transparency. This is a dysfunctional local government, and we really need somebody that will shine the light on what the real problems are and the issues, rather than having to kind of guess after you read the paper or look on the computer and think, you know, what's the backstory here? I feel real confident with Linda that she's got a desire to put things up and out on the table and have the community come to consensus, and she leads, and I think she would do a wonderful job.
I think so too.
You know, I think about just elected officials overall. We've really lost the integrity within not only county government, but you know, statewide and nationally. And if there was one thing that you would want to depend on, especially for your local governance, it would be integrity. You know, it's just amazing that we find it a rarity now that we have somebody that has real integrity, that will stand for a principle and not let expediency or something that's going to feather a nest to make them change that. And
I see that in Linda.
Yeah.
I really do. I see that integrity, that she's out to see what people, getting their ideas on things, and then she acts on it, and she is very open about everything. It's not like she has a hidden agenda or anything like that going on. So
yeah, I noticed.
see that in her.
We were with a group a couple of weeks ago, and I noticed that she came across somebody that was kind of defensive, and you know, seemed to be perceiving that she was on the different end of the political spectrum than they were. And I was really amazed at how she listened carefully, and she really tried to grab the facts and understand where the person's coming from, rather than be argumentative or at least just settle into a position. That's what we need. We need somebody that will listen.
That's right.
And will make decisions based on what's best for everybody. This is a big county now, and we really need thoughtful people. We can't just have somebody come in that doesn't have a lot of experience. She's clearly got the experience, and I think she's got the integrity. So, you know, I'm very comfortable with Linda.
Me too.